The concept of Sigma chess is often admired in society and captures the imagination with its enigmatic nature. His naturally high intelligence, mysterious personality, and ability to think for himself can sometimes seem like a recipe for a man who has it all. Indeed, when the characteristics of a Sigma male combine with the right constellation, they form an impressive figure that commands attention and respect wherever he goes. But as with all personality traits, the possibility of blindness lurks. Every coin has two sides, and the same traits that make the Sigma male an impressive and inspiring character when expressed in a healthy way can manifest into something quite toxic when let loose and in an unhealthy way. Learn more about how Sigma male goes to the dark side with this Sigma Dark Side guide from Blokebox. Here are the dark features most commonly seen in Sigma men to 15. Stubbornness. The Sigma male is known for wanting to do things his way. They are notoriously difficult to convince characters and will not influence their beliefs or behaviors based on anyone else's wishes. In a positive context, this can be a very useful personality trait for Sigma, as it gives him the ability to innovate and stick to his gut, which often turns out to be right. However, if it occurs in a negative context, it can cause the Sigma man to become unreasonably stubborn and unwilling to listen to others. 14. Secret. Sigma males are known as the lone wolves of society, living outside the traditional social hierarchy, acting on their own terms and not answering to others. Normally, existing outside the social hierarchy is quite benign and becomes second nature to Sigma men. However, if the Sigma male's personality traits turn to the dark side, his loneliness can appear mysterious or even suspicious in the eyes of others. In a healthy Sigma male, his relaxed nature makes a clear distinction between privacy and secrecy. 13. Uses others. It is generally understood that Sigma males have several qualities that make them attractive to those around them. His independence and free-thinking spirit earn him the respect of the men around him and make him an attractive romantic prospect for women. Usually, the male Sigma is able to live his life because of this quality, doing his business in a respectful and harmonious state with the environment. However, when Sigma's masculine qualities manifest in unhealthy ways, Sigma's natural charm can become a dangerous tool. It can be all too easy for a dark Sigma to use their natural charm to take advantage of those around them, often without even realizing it. 12. Apathetic. It is true that the Sigma male is a bit of a lone wolf and prefers to be in charge of himself and only himself, but that doesn't mean he doesn't care about others. However, an unhealthy Sigma male can find his fierce independence bordering on apathy when he stops caring about those around him. To maintain emotional well-being, it is important for the Sigma man to remember that independence does not mean apathy. 11. Removal. Often, a male Sigma just can't keep away. He naturally follows his own path and tries to keep his company more refreshing than others. This, combined with the fact that he has a distinctly different way of thinking than most around him, means that from the outside he can often seem mysterious and difficult to read. In a healthy context, this can benefit the Sigma male because it increases people's curiosity about him and makes them interested in hearing what he has to say when he chooses to speak. However, when the Sigma male's natural aloofness is combined with more negative traits, he can end up seeming cold, distant, and even rude. 10. Single-minded. The Sigma male has a great ability to focus and commit to his passions. Sigma males are known to often get completely lost in a new hobby or passion, devoting all their time and energy to whatever they find interesting. However, if this high degree of concentration is not controlled, it can begin to border on unhealthy single-mindedness where the Sigma male cannot see beyond his own thought bubble. It is important for the Sigma male to remember that there are horizons beyond his own, and it is when he is aware of this that he becomes most able to grow and endure. 9. Coldness. Especially when the Sigma male is preoccupied with his own thoughts or ideas, he may find it difficult to express interest or enthusiasm for those around him. Usually, Those who find themselves in the company of a Sigma man realize that this is a byproduct of his introspective and strange nature. However, when combined with traits such as apathy and secrecy, this Sigma male can seem like a really cold character. Some Sigma males may have to work hard to avoid developing a cold, hard exterior. 8. Contemptuous. The Sigma male is a deep thinker by nature. He is a person who appreciates careful consideration, weighs his opinion carefully, and rarely jumps to conclusions. Therefore, the Sigma male often relies on his beliefs and behavior. However, along with other negative traits, the intelligence and self-confidence of the Sigma male can decrease. When a Sigma male flaunts his faith to the point of humiliating those around him, he loses the ease and appeal that make him such a great character otherwise. 7. Unpredictable. Since a Sigma male always follows his instincts according to authority, it can be quite difficult for outsiders to predict Sigma's behavior or understand how he will calculate what comes next. To move for healthy, positive Sigma men, this rarely turns out to be a problem for those around them. However, when Sigmas with dark personalities behave this way, their unpredictability can become stressful or oppressive to those around them. 6. Overthinking. Overthinking is something that almost every Sigma male struggles with at some point in their lives. Overthinking is simply a natural consequence of a naturally high intelligence combined with a curious and shrewd way of thinking. It is not uncommon for most Sigmas to experience frustration with their tendency to overthink. This behavior is usually controllable and, when controlled, can become a useful mechanism for deep reflection in everyday life. However, if left unchecked, this tendency can become dangerously cyclical and eventually stunt the Sigma male's ability to grow. 5. Chauvinistic. While the Sigma male usually has a certain confidence and self-assurance that those around him find admirable, it can sometimes get out of hand. When the Sigma male lets his ego get in the way, he can sometimes become too self-righteous about his personal beliefs. At worst, it can come across as chauvinistic and intolerant of other faiths. Allowed to develop negative personality traits, the Sigma male can alienate others with his assertiveness and entitlement. 4. Making a quick assessment. The Sigma male is often a very observant character due to his introspective and observant nature. Because of this, he usually has great confidence in his ability to make quick decisions about the people and situations around him. However, if the Sigma male is ignored, it can allow him to go too far and become too quick to judge. He may jump to conclusions without considering whether there may be mistakes or errors in his understanding of the situation. 3. Vague moral compass. When a Sigma male chooses to make his own way in life, breaking completely from the expectations of traditional social hierarchy, he can often be seen developing his own unique moral code. His ethics and the standards he holds himself to are ones he has carefully developed for himself after much consideration and reflection. This often means that the Sigma male is more committed to his moral code than average and adheres to it strictly. However, for a Sigma male with a dark personality, this unknown lack of respect for the moral expectations of mainstream society can cause him to act in ways that are more morally questionable than most of us would be comfortable with. 2. Overconfidence. The ability to remain humble despite one's talents is something that most often earns the respect and admiration of those who meet a Sigma man. His humble nature is part of what makes him so prone to success, and the people around him trust him to speak the truth instead of trying to inflate his ego or chase power. However, if the Sigma male loses his humility, he can quickly unleash a dark side that manifests as overconfidence and arrogance to the point of alienating those around him. Cynical. Sigma's deep and thoughtful nature, combined with his position outside the social dominance hierarchy, means that the Sigma man often sees things as they really are. Unconvinced by the manifestations of social pretense, he can feel that he understands the truth of the world, so that others around him are blind too. It becomes unhealthy when the Sigma male allows himself to become cynical as a result, believing that everyone around him is wrong or ignorant, and that only he sees things as they really are. Healthy Sigmas understand that the world is much more nuanced than that, and it's important to remember that everyone has their own unique perspective. Do you recognize any of these behaviors in yourself or someone you know? Have you experienced any dark traits that you managed to turn into a positive? Exploring these aspects can provide deep insight into our own personality and those around us, leading to growth and understanding. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your perspective can spark meaningful conversations and provide valuable insights. And if you are interested in the complexity of the Sigma man or want to deepen the dynamics of the personality, do not forget to order the Bloke Box. Stay up to date with our latest research, analysis, and guides, and unlock the secrets of human behavior one by one. Join our community of enthusiasts dedicated to understanding the subtleties of personality and relationships. Love.